Alrighty, for the last week or so, I've had stuff taped up on my wall. I'll zoom out. I've had stuff taped up on my wall. I'm now gonna come into this room. This is my closet. Mr. Vader. I got a tripod. Very exciting. My father-in-law sent it to me as a memento to how, where we started on this channel. The whiteboard's down there. That is so that I know where to set. Let's see if it rotates down far enough. This is where I set my tripod up. I checked it before we started recording, and I'm still figuring this tripod out. Still don't have a microphone, but those are all things we're going to talk about in this video. So as soon as I can get this, it's probably fine right there. Okay, dope. And I can still see in the mirror to make sure that the video is recording the way that I want it to. I'm going to shut this door so I don't bother my wife too much. Sweet. All right. So the point of this video is I actually already picked the title. I don't normally do that. Here is my board. I didn't set up a light either. Let's see. I wish there was, man, I should have done this before we started. I bought this clipboard at the thrift store today for this very purpose, and the back of this clipboard is bent, so it's not working the way that I hoped it would. But maybe we can get it to hang on this thingy right here so that I can do other stuff and keep talking, and you can see what I'm talking about. Kind of. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. We're gonna go with it. Okay, while I set up this light, the purpose of this particular video is going to be, yeah, I can't multitask. Why did I think I could do two things at once? All right, there we go. Huh, I never really stand very long on this side of the camera. It actually doesn't look so bad. Okay, I don't know anything about anything. I don't know if this light makes things any better. I don't know if it makes things worse, but all right, there's a shadow. It's definitely not what I want. Keeping it on. I don't know how lighting works. Ty will probably teach me someday if I keep doing stuff, but you never know. And now I got my clipboard. And now there's a hole in my wall. Okay. This is what the purpose of this is. I already titled my video. It's going to be called Clear the Wall. There's definitely a shadow on that one. Clear the Wall. I've had these papers up on my wall out there for a week or so now, since 12/31, which was a Sunday. So it's been about 6 days that I've had papers taped up on my wall, and I've just been writing my lists down and putting them up on the wall so that I can continually keep thinking about them. It's been very helpful. I had a whole nother one right here that I took down because I don't need to talk about what was on that particular list in a video, so I ended up taking it down. But anyways, these are the lists that I've just had separate from other random lists that I make. Like here's a list that I made for the January 4th, 2024, Genesis 9 through 11, Mark 4. So I had a paper this was the stuff I wanted to talk about in this particular video. I have an idea of how to sort my thoughts. I'm gonna go grab something real quick. have an idea about how to sort my thoughts. I went to the thrift store with my beautiful wife today, and I bought some things for videos, and I bought a new shirt. And I should have found the hat. Oh, it's right here. This is what I was wearing all day. I was wearing this shirt and this hat, and I'm gonna wear it for the video. Okay, what am I talking about here? Let me refocus. Okay, I bought some things from the thrift store today that I think I want to start using and incorporating into my videos. One thing I got today was this clipboard. Another thing I got today was this stationery. Never really knew what the word stationery was, but I bought for 99 cents each 3 packs of this stationery, desktop stationery. I think I'm going to start writing my lists that I intend to film videos about on this stationery, for the purpose of it'll let me know that it's a different type of paper than when I make other lists that I don't care about for videos. It will help me. So I don't even know why I did. I'm figuring it out. It'll help me be more organized if I have different types of paper, maybe, I don't know. But anyways, today, what I think I'm gonna do at the end of this video, I also bought for 99 cents at the thrift store a binder. I'm going to 3-hole punch my video notes and whatever notes are up here that I ended up talking about in this video. This is my paper that I made right before I started filming this video. This is going to be the main piece of the video notes. Maybe I'll take a stapler. I don't know where a stapler is. I'll have to go find a stapler if I want to actually execute on this little idea that I have. It's probably on this desk somewhere. I'll find it. I'll get a stapler. I'll staple all the pages together. I will 3-hole punch them, and then I will stick it in this binder, and that will be a way that I can organize my thinking and whatever. And I could do that for each individual channel that I have. I could get another binder just for the Bible reading one that I've been doing. And I don't know, if I make real videos on a real channel and it's not just me shooting from the hip, if it's not just me shooting from the hip, then maybe I could just start a whole new binder with something separate. Before I start explaining what's going on in all my lists and what's going on with my list of things that I want to make sure I cover in this video, at the beginning of the week, I was making videos pretty consistently, and then halfway through the week, I started going to work instead of wasting my time making stupid YouTube videos. So I stopped making YouTube videos, but I did notice all week while I was at work that I think making videos, or maybe it was just I've been doing other things too, because like we'll talk about here, there was an article that Joe sent me, and I haven't made a video for Joe's article yet, but there was a video that Joe sent me about like writing down, coming up with 10 ideas for whatever, for anything, coming up with 10 ideas. Anyways, I've improved just in my working, probably partially because of my communication has improved. Partially, I think it is my idea stuff has improved. My idea clicker, my idea ticker. My idea ticker has improved, so my work has improved. But I think I realized this week that the 2 things that I do that are going to make me any kind of money is I need to become better at coming up with ideas and then better at communicating those ideas. So, as far as becoming better at communicating the ideas that I come up with, YouTube probably is a good avenue for me to improve on my communication of the ideas that are coming into my head. So there is a positive thing. As far as how do I come up with more ideas and how do I document the ideas that I come up with, I mean, I can use YouTube to help me document the ideas that I come up with. I don't know if sitting in front of a camera is the thing that helps me come up with ideas. It's not even good ideas. It doesn't, according to the article, you just need to come up with ideas. That's the whole purpose of the thing. I don't know if it is the sitting in front of a camera that helps me come up with ideas better. The idea that I might have to talk about the ideas that I'm coming up with in a video that potentially someone else could see, because I know at the very least, I know my brother has watched some of my videos, and since I know my brother's watched some of my videos, I've heard from my dad that my brother put up some of my videos on my parents' TV, which is just like I don't like that idea, but that's the whole point of this, is that, hey, put your content on YouTube and you know that someone else might see it, and that will probably improve my ability to communicate, my ability to think, the types of things that are good to think and not good to, anyways, beside the point. There's tons of things I could talk about there, but anyways, something has happened this week and it's positive. Something has happened this week and it's positive. I feel stoked. I'm really excited for what's going to happen next week and the week after. I'm just excited. Stuff is going to work out, and I'm confident that stuff is going to work out. So anyways, I'm going to start going through this list right here. This is my outline for the video, so I'm going to stick with this. And when something comes up on this list, then I can refer to the ones behind. That's what I'm going to do. So I started writing a list of things that I was just thinking about before I started thinking about the next thing. And the next thing is stuff involving work. I'm going to make a list about stuff involving work, and I need to work through and I need to prioritize some different things at work and figure out what I'm going to do this week. I need to do that today. But before I did that, I just wanted to make sure that the other things that I was thinking about today, I was able to document them and document them in a video. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And that's why the title of today's video is Clear the Wall. And today's date is January 6th, 2024. And this is a shoot from the hip video. That's why I wrote things like this on this paper. Maybe I'll do it differently some other time, but that's why I did it this way on this particular paper. Caro's cooking is the first note that I have here. I think I'm going to wait to talk about that. I think I'm going to, this is what I'll say with this part right here. The only thing I'm going to talk about here is the video production teacher thing. The other three things that are written on here, Caro's cooking, old videos, and truck podcast, that is written right here on the YouTube ideas. So what I did was I started thinking about what I was going to say in this particular video. I started writing them down here, and then what happened was I came up with the idea for the clear the wall thing. So I stopped doing what I was doing here, and I started, that's what happened next. As soon as I got to here on the list, I came up with the idea of just clearing this wall and making this a whole video. And I could even make it a whole video series. Oh, man, I wish I had my Sharpie. I'm gonna grab a Sharpie so I can work on the fly. I came up with what could be a whole video series, or just a series on my Shoot from the Hip channel. Clear the wall. Clear the wall. Okay. So, anyways, clear the wall. Cool. I'm hoping that this doesn't bleed through, and I have an idea of what to do that's better than taping papers to this wall. I probably will get, man, I don't really want to ruin my camera angle. Here's what I'll do. I'll loosen this. I'll zoom over here. I have this board that I use, and honestly, I never change anything on it. I just kind of mark things off as it happens. But let's see if I got a good angle again. Yeah, that's fine. But anyways, I've got a board like this that you can't see because it's out of frame now. Maybe I'll get a board that goes behind me that I can stick these to and write on it, and I'll make a whole thing, but I haven't done that yet. So maybe that's what I'll do, maybe not sure. But that's one thought I did have today. Video production teacher. The things that I wanted to say about that was, if you know me, you may remember that I was a video production teacher for a brief season there, for 2 or 3 months or something like that. At a junior high school, I was a video production teacher. Clearly, by the fact that you're watching this YouTube video, and if you look at everything before this point on this particular channel, you will know I have no idea how to do video production. I don't know any part of it. I actually don't know any part of it. Somehow I got hired 2 years ago, to be a video production teacher. And I was in that role for a few months, and the story of how that all ended is a story for another time. So I'm not going to talk about it right now. But I used to be a video production teacher. I started thinking today about the different things that I've been going through all week, about how to build a course. Where did my Sharpie go? I don't know where to write this on any of these lists. No, it's fine. This is my explanation for what's going on right here. How to build a course I don't know, the idea is with junior hires in mind right now, because I've tried to teach junior hires stuff about videography in the past. I have a few things that I made them do. I'll make a whole video about that at some point. I'll make a whole video about my experience as a video production teacher. I'll write that on the bottom of this list. I was a video production teacher at one point in time. I've been thinking today about how, if I had to, how I would teach that class right now. Like, what would I do for that class right now? The problem with being a video production teacher at a public junior high is you have to show up every single day to teach a video production class in person. And the only way that you can make more money is if you sign up to be the teacher for 2 periods instead of just 1. That doesn't make any sense. That takes up in order to be a teacher in a public school, in order to make more money as a teacher in a public school, you have to sign up to spend more of your time. I think what makes more sense is if I decided I wanted to be a teacher again, I wouldn't go teach at a public school. What I would do is I would make an online course for something that I know about, something that I've already been paid for in the past to be a teacher of, which is woodshop or video production. I would just make a video, or I'd make a, what do you call it? What am I trying to say? I would make a video course, that's what it was. I'd make a video course for video production, and my target demographic is junior hires. Actually, that might actually do well, because I mean, junior hires don't have any money, but their parents have money, and every junior hire wants to be a YouTuber. Like, that's just what kids want to do these days when they grow up. So I know that there's tons of courses out there, but someone should make a how-to YouTube, not a YouTube series, but a video course, a video course on what to do to start making YouTube videos. The problem is, like, you gotta niche it out, but maybe that's the whole part of it. Is, I mean, what I'm doing right now is I'm figuring out what I'm good at, what I like to do video wise. I'm coming up with creative ideas of video series that I could make, a video whatever that I could make, and if I really, really wanted to, if I had unlimited time, I could just pick one of these and I could just execute on one of them. The problem is right now, I don't want to start doing anything because all I'm doing right now is just coming up with ideas. I'm going to figure out I'm going to move on from what my video course would be like, but that's something that I want to think more about, again, looking at it through the lens of teaching a junior hire how to make a YouTube channel. Like, that would be the video course instead of video production 101. It wasn't a 101 class, but instead of video production, how did I get hired as a video production teacher? Who let me be a video production teacher? I can tell you exactly who let me be a video production teacher. That's a video for another time. Okay, anyways, moving on. The next 3 things I want to talk about in this video are these 3 lists that are up here. To do while Caro's gone, this one that I'm calling YouTube, and today. Those are the 3 lists that I will talk about. So I'll do them in that order, in that particular order. To do while Caro's gone, wash the dishes. That is one thing that my wife asked me to do before she came back that would really bless her. And I did it. I think I actually did it. At least I did most of it. There might have been a couple dishes in the sink when she came back, but I did most of the dishes, or maybe all of the dishes. I can't really remember. Get Caro a red pen. I have not done that yet. This was another idea that I had before I started filming this video. That on this list, I would start. Okay, this list will be called Last Week. This is just a list of things that were on any of these papers that I want to make sure I keep thinking about this upcoming week. So, get Caro red pen. Okay, that's one thing that I want to make sure I keep doing this week. This upcoming week, I want to make sure I get Caro the red pen that she wants. Because she said that it would bless her, and I want to remember what she tells me will bless her. Okay, setting up YouTube. I did that this week. I set up several YouTube channels, and I've recorded, I don't know how many hours worth of content this week. But anyways, I set up my YouTube stuff. Set up t-shirts. That is one thing that I really intended to. This is the best list that I have right here. And everything on half of the things on this particular list are still true. Maybe I'll talk about this list in this video as well. Okay, anyways. Where am I? What was I doing? Set up t-shirt. I didn't do this week. I have an idea about, I've got a lot of ideas about like t-shirt design and making t-shirts for companies and stuff like that. That is a thing that I think I want to do this year, but honestly, stuff has started to kind of stack up on my list of things I really want to do this year. And I need to make time for some things that I know are going to make me money. I think that the t-shirt thing could make me money down the line, but I don't know enough about it in order to say that I'm confident that I can make X amount of dollars in 2024. Like, I have no idea. I don't know what I don't know about t-shirt design yet. So I don't know if I'm going to punt on what I originally said my goal was for t-shirt stuff yet, but maybe. I don't know what I'm doing with the t-shirt thing yet. Set up t-shirt. So I didn't do the t-shirt. I am a little embarrassed that maybe I'm going to go back on what I've told only a couple people. I haven't told a ton of people that I want to do this yet. I've floated some ideas about t-shirt stuff with a friend of ours named Hannah. I thought about how I've been trying to think about how could I hire Hannah someday to be my artist? Like if I needed a particular, like I need an artist in order to do this list of things that I want to do. Hannah would be who I would want to hire because I know her and I like spending time with her and her husband, and I wish we could spend more time together, and you tend to spend a lot of time with the people that you work with. So I've been trying to think about how could I get that. There's another scheme that I always have is like, how can I get a few different people in our lives to move to Santa Barbara? And real quick, I'll just list the people in my life that I want to move to Santa Barbara. That way, I've got it nailed down. I would love it if my friend Luke Coffey and his wife Vanessa moved to Santa Barbara. I would love it if my friend Will McFarlane and his wife moved to Santa Barbara. I would love it if Hannah and Jeremiah moved to Santa Barbara. I would love it if Maddie moved to Santa Barbara. I would love it if Eileen and Eric moved to Santa Barbara. There might be more people than that, but those are some people that I really wish moved to Santa Barbara for one reason or another. And maybe a way to get Hannah and Maddie to move to Santa Barbara is if I could come up with some part of what I'm doing, some part of my business, my company, whatever my company ends up looking like, whatever my company ends up being, something, I mean, every idea that I come up with so far, they could do it from where they live. So it's not really that real, like it's not, I haven't really solved that problem yet, but it's always something I think about. It's like there was a buddy of mine named Patrick, and for the longest time, I really wanted him to move to Santa Barbara. And the way that I was always thinking about it is, okay, he's going to need a job in order to live here, and he's going to need somewhere to live in order to live here. If I could provide for him a job and somewhere to live, then it's just, hey, if he wants to do it, if I find something that is kind of the direction he wants to go, he would move to Santa Barbara and come and hang out with me more often. So it's always kind of been what I've done. I don't know if it's a helpful or a healthy thing, but it is kind of something I always think about. Anyways, let's move on to sort and delete pictures. That is something that I was on my intended to do this week, and I did not do it. So I will add that to this upcoming week. Sort and delete. Well, my handwriting is so much worse on this page than all the other pages. I'll have to figure out a way to not make it be that. I could always write that list on my clipboard. That would make a lot more sense. That might be better. We'll see what to do there. Okay. Sort and delete pictures. That is this. I kind of started to do that, and I started going through pictures and videos and all that sort of thing, and I came up with some ideas. For what to do with all my pictures and videos, and it helped me come up with other ideas for other YouTube projects that I could do. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Anyways, let's move on to the YouTube bit. This is another list that I started writing this week. Stuff that I need for YouTube and ideas for YouTube. Stuff I need. A tripod. I got a tripod. My wonderful father-in-law, Mr. Miguel Albanez. Crap, I'm not supposed to say full names of people. I've been trying to be good about that. I always say everyone's first and last name when I'm talking about them, and I've been trying not to say full names of people. But it's Too late for this one, I guess. Oops. Sorry, Mr. Miguel. I'm going to go back to trying to only call him Mr. Miguel. Mr. Miguel is loaning me his tripod, so thank you very much. Microphone. I don't know what to do about a microphone yet, and a big whiteboard was another thing. Things I'll add to this list because I'm here. Video editing. I started thinking about video editing for the first time today, and I'll tell you why later in this video. Okay, ideas for YouTube. I think this is what's going to take more time than anything else. I don't know. Man, I wish I want to just make a whole separate video for all of my ideas about videos to make. I don't know what to do about all this. There's too many things. I've got a clear the wall video idea. I've got there's too many things. Like every time I start thinking, too many ideas come out, and half of them are good and half of them are bad. I really need to figure out how to organize my ideas, and maybe I need to read Joe's article again, because I know I need to read Joe's article again because I'm intending to make a video about it before I gain I want to learn enough from an individual thing before I start another individual thing, which is why I stopped watching Myron videos this week, is because I want to just make a video about each individual thing that he says. I want to talk about my thoughts about an individual thing that he says. I bought a book of his. I want to read his book. Maybe I'll read his book on, I think I already have that idea written here, the Read More podcast. Okay, anyways, let's move on. Ideas. The first idea is shoot from the hip, which is what you're currently watching right now. I think I had that idea on the first. The Read More podcast, I think I started having that idea on the first. That's, I've talked about this before in another video, I think. So I'll give you here's what I think the elevator pitch is. Maybe that's what I'll try to do. I'll try to give the elevator pitch for each of these little videos, and then I'll go back through after I give the elevator pitch for each one, and I'll talk about the ones I really want to talk about. Shoot from the hip. This is a video diary of my thoughts. The Read More podcast. I'm going to read a book on camera and talk about my thoughts as they come up in that podcast. The Coffee Times 30. I filmed a video this week about coffee. I want to film that 30 more times until I'm really good at teaching someone how to make coffee. Empire Cooking Challenge. Let me see if I can remember what this one was all about. Okay, I got it. The Empire Cooking Challenge. I want to... Let me try again. The Empire Cooking Challenge. I want to watch a video. I want to watch a how-to cooking video, and off of my memory of what happens in that video, film my own video about making what it is they made in that video. There's an idea. Let me try to do that one again because that was horrible. How do I rephrase that better? The Empire Cooking Challenge. I'm going to make a video about... I don't freaking remember. I don't know how to oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain this. My brain is going into a weird place where I'm not able to focus. Why can't I focus? check how long I've been recording, and then I'm going to pray, and then we're going to get back to it. 35 minutes. It's not that bad. Lord, help me to focus. I don't really know why I'm doing this, Lord, but I've decided that I'm going to do it. Help me focus, Lord. And if this isn't a thing that I should be doing, if this isn't a thing, give me wisdom. With whatever the frick I'm doing here, Lord, give me wisdom with what to do. I want to think better. I want to understand things better. I want to communicate better. I want to come up with more ideas, and I want to be able to communicate those ideas effectively. That's what my goal for this year is, Lord. If I need to adjust my goal, help me figure out what I should adjust my goal to, but help me with what's going on in my brain, Lord. I want it to be as productive as possible, and I want to glorify you with the things that come out of my mouth and the things that come into my head, Lord. So please help me, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Okay, the Empire Cooking Challenge. Let me try to explain this one in one quick elevator pitch. The Empire Cooking Challenge. What I'm going to do in these videos is I'm going to watch a cooking tutorial, and then I am going to film a video of myself cooking with all the information I can remember from that cooking tutorial video. The one more joke. This was an idea I had with my brother, which was just to scroll on YouTube Reels, or I don't know what they call them, YouTube Shorts, I think that's what they're called. To scroll on YouTube Shorts until I find one that makes me laugh, and I just come up with one more funny element for that video. So I just remake the video, but I just come up with one more funny element. And this is the type of thing that I could do pretty easily because I already have I already have the video idea. I just need to come up with one more idea to make the video even better. Caro's cooking. Everything from here down is things that I came up with today, and everything from here up is things that I came up with on the 2nd. And the reason I know that is because I came up with this one more joke video idea while my brother was over, and he was over on this day. So there you go. Everything from here down I wrote this week. And again, I stopped kind of making videos on this day. I haven't really, maybe I've made another one, I can't really remember. Oh, I made one while I was driving to the ranch. That's what I did. And my sister talked about the fact that she had seen that video today. So I don't know what, I mean, maybe my family started watching some of my videos sometimes, but I don't know. I really am trying to keep this as like just a spot for me to put my thoughts, so I can reference them when I want to. The thing is, I personally have not watched back a single one of these videos. And I think part of it is, as soon as I make a video about a thing, it helps the things that I want to stick actually stick. And it helps the things that don't actually matter because I couldn't communicate them well. And when I thought about them a second time, they didn't really make sense. Those things are just kind of fading away. So maybe there's part of what this whole channel is about. It's just helping me keep the thoughts I should keep and let go of the thoughts I shouldn't have. Okay, everything from here down is things I came up with today. And I had other ideas. I think on my phone I have other ideas, and maybe I don't have to solve the whole world's problems today. Anyways, from here down is things I came up with today. Caro's cooking. I filmed a video that I have not edited or uploaded yet because I haven't figured out where I'm going to upload it. But I filmed a video of Caro teaching me how to cook rice and eggs today. Maybe that's what I'll do. Everything from here up I won't talk about. Everything from here down I'll go back and actually talk about it. That's what I'll do. That's exactly what I'll do. I'm gonna move on from this list now, and I'm going to come back to this paper at the end of this video. So far what I've covered in this video. I talked about my title sequence. I did not talk about this yet, and I started talking about this instead. So instead of talking about this, which is things that are on this list, I'm going to finish with this list of things, and then I'm going to go back to this paper. That's how I'm going to structure the rest of this video. Okay. Yeah. Stop reading any of those. This was a thing. This is what happened. My brother came over. I was worried that I had been very productive up to that point, and then if I had another person in the room with me, that everything that I wanted to accomplish, I was going to not work on. So my thought about how to solve that problem was to write a list of everything that I wanted to finish by the end of the day. And now we'll talk about what actually happened when my brother came over that day. When I wrote the list, I think, when I got home, and my brother was already at my house when I got home. So I wrote down this list of what I wanted to make sure that I finished before I went to sleep. I wanted to start working on the Joe's article video, and I wanted to stop working on this / stop just hanging out with my brother at 9:15 when I was going to start doing my Bible reading video for the day so that I could go to bed at a reasonable hour. That was the plan. Then after I finished filming my video, I was going to clean the house because my wife was coming home. That's why I had all of this stuff here. My wife was coming home, and I wanted to make sure that I cleaned the house before I went to sleep because she was coming home the next day. And she usually leaves where she is in the morning and gets to our house before I get home from work usually. It turned out that I was able to get home from work a little bit before she got home that day, so I was able to finish some of the house cleaning, and I cleaned it in the morning before she came home. But I was able to finish most of the house cleaning before she got home, and the house wasn't a total disaster when my wife came back. T-shirt stuff. That was back to up here, set up t-shirt stuff. I wanted to work on a t-shirt stuff if I had time after working on the Joe's article video. And the last thing I wrote on this list was maybe coffee video. So that's what I wrote down when I got home so that I could make sure that I could be productive even though there was another person in my house. This is what actually happened. Immediately, instead of doing anything on this list, I worked on the coffee video. So I worked on the coffee video. I can't remember if I posted it or not. I really can't remember. I know that I filmed it. I don't remember if I posted it. Because again, I don't watch these videos back. That's what's been going on. I don't watch these videos back. I gained the information that I wanted to gain by making the video, and then I don't need to watch the video because the real purpose, at least so far, of these videos has been just for me to organize my thoughts better. Anyways, what ended up happening was I made this video with my brother. He helped me film it. And then what happened after that was I did not do anything that's on this list. And my brother didn't end up leaving my house until 1 in the morning on January 2nd. And if you go watch my Bible reading video from then, I know that I talked about it, and I talked nice and slow. I didn't rush through that video. I just filmed it nice and slow. I think that the video for that particular one was actually titled January 3rd, because I think I make them a day in advance. So it was filmed on the 3rd, or it was posted on the 3rd. But anyways, okay, so what I want to say about this is the day that my brother was here, I didn't end up doing anything from this list right here, except for the coffee video. The thing that I have a maybe written by is the one thing I actually did. It wasn't a waste of time. Every thing that happened that night was good and important, and I'm glad that it happened, but I didn't get done the things that I wanted to get done, and that's probably okay. That's probably okay. It probably was more productive than I could have planned for it to be. In fact, I know it was more productive than I could have planned for it to be. So it's okay that I didn't get everything accomplished that I wanted to get accomplished, but I need to know and realize that when I'm going to sign up to do something with somebody, it is going to take the rest of the day, because that's how I operate. Is I don't know how to leave a situation to go and do the things that I know I need to or want to do later on that day. So I want to get better at that, but I had a list of things I wanted to get done, and I only did one of them. I still need to do this. I still need to do the Joe's article video. I want to make sure I do that this week. And that is maybe the first part of a Read More podcast. Because honestly, I think the elevator pitch I gave in this video, if I can remember correctly, was I'm going to read a book on camera and talk about my thoughts as they come up. The other part of the Read More podcast, the other part of the idea was the video I want to make for the Joe's article video. And the video I want to make for the Joe's article video, just to remind myself, is I want to talk about everything that was in that article that I thought something about, or that I thought, I just want to read that article again and talk about, I want to write a list, and I want to talk about the main points so I remember this video is too long. I already know that this particular one that I'm filming right now is too long, and I don't want to do this again. So maybe I don't want to do this Clear the Wall video series, because I want to clear the wall more often. I want to clear the wall more often so that I can get my thoughts out quicker and have fewer videos on fewer topics, or more videos on fewer, I don't know. Anyways, there's too much swirling in my brain at the moment. So, I wanted to do this Joe's article video. I have been doing this. I've been consistent with this, and I'm really, really happy, because something I really do want to do this year is I want to make sure that I do my Bible reading plan. I want to make sure that I do my whole Bible reading plan. I want to read the whole Bible this year, and I'm trying to use YouTube as a accountability measure. You can see, not you specifically, but someone can see at the end of the year, wow, he actually did read his Bible out loud every single day this year. And the hope is that I don't miss any days. The hope is, and I probably will. I mean, there's 250 days worth of what is the right number? 52 weeks times 5. What's half of 52? 26. There's 260 videos that I need to do for that on time every single time in order to accomplish that. We'll see if that works out. I hope it does. Okay. Anyways, back to what I'm talking about here. Okay, the t-shirt thing, don't know if I'm going to do that. I'd like to. I really would like to. One per week maybe is a little bit too ambitious. I could shrink that goal to one per month. The problem with doing things once a month for me is I do it really well for the first month and maybe the second month, and then I forget about it. We had something that my wife and I intended to do last year, which was to go on a truck camping trip once a month. And we did good for like 2 months in a row, and then we stopped doing it. And I want to start doing it again. I'm going to write it up here. Something I really haven't thought about in a minute. One per month camping. We talked about doing that, and honestly, I thought it was a great idea because part of the problem is it's difficult to find time and money to go on quick little vacations. My idea with the 1 per month camping trip was, hey, we like truck camping. How about we get in our truck and drive somewhere in Santa Barbara? You know, I'm going to make a whole video about it. I'm going to make a whole video about my 1 per month camping trip idea. I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do next week, or at some point. I'm going to have this list of things I want to remember heading into next week. Okay. This video is so freaking long. I'm so over it. I'm so sick of it. 50 minutes. This is gonna be the longest video I've filmed. It's longer than any of the Bible videos that I've done. There's too much swirling in my head. I was trying to get all of this out so that it was out before I focus on my work thing. And now I'm exhausted. So I probably will push off my work thing till tomorrow, and I've got too much to do tomorrow because there was stuff I wanted to get done today that I haven't even started yet. So I'm definitely going to push off work till tomorrow because I have some other things I need to prioritize today that I don't want to talk about on videos. So anyways, okay. Maybe coffee video, t-shirt stuff. The t-shirt stuff. One last time with the t-shirt stuff. I'm going to put that on this list. I want to... This is what I want to do. I want to figure out how to easily make one t-shirt per week. And that's what I was supposed to figure out this week, is how do I... Oh, frick, did they start charging me money because I set it up? I think I got a 3-day free trial. Frick. I'll have to figure that out. I was hoping to figure out how I can make one t-shirt per week. So I can start getting better at t-shirt design and brand design and all that sort of thing, so that when I need something for a brand, I kind of know how to do it. I think I want to get better at that, but I don't know. I just don't have enough time in my life and in my days. There's not enough time every day to do everything I want to do. So I need to figure out how to have more energy and not get as distracted and not waste as much time, because if I do everything I want to do that would be productive for my life, I would be working 16 hours a day. Look at this red thing. You know what? This red list right here is actually going okay. And on this part up here, on my construction part, I'm deciding that I'm going to put this one on the back burner while I focus on this one. So maybe it's okay if I put this one on the back burner as long as I stay consistent on this one. And I'll add this one when I have time, once I figure out this one a little bit better. And I'll add this one when I have time, once I figure out this one a little bit better. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. I don't know yet. I'll make a quick short video about that after this, so that I don't need to watch this whole video back in order to understand that thought. Okay. I feel a little bit better. I don't like going back on what I said I was going to do, but I've also been really, really careful not to say I'm going to do anything. At least not this week. I've structured my whole life this week as a maybe. Everything in my life has been a maybe. And I'm honestly starting to figure out what it is I do want to do with YouTube and what it is I do want to do with cabinets. So those are two really positive things. Okay. I can't have too many things in my brain. because there's a whole other list outside of these 2 items, my construction stuff and my extracurricular stuff. There's a whole separate list, which is I need to be the best husband I can possibly be. I need to give the most amount of time to my wife, and all my friends come after that. And I mean, that was part of what was so big and important in my life right before I got married, was telling my wife on the altar, I want to put you first, I want to put our kids second, I want to put others third, and I want to put myself last. Putting others before myself is a good business principle. I want to make sure that I'm trying to solve other people's problems and not just trying to solve my own problems. I need to solve my own problems, but I can solve my own problems through solving other people's problems. I can make more money by trying to solve people's problems, by trying to help people. And that's just kind of how business works. Like, that's actually how business works. I love my wife so much, and I've been sitting in here for so long not hanging out with her, and I'd rather just go be hanging out with her. So I'm pretty close to ready to just be done with this video. I'm gonna push through a little bit harder, but I can always just add the things I haven't talked about yet to the last week list, and then I'll think about them next week. Maybe that's what I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do right now, because I don't want to talk anymore. I don't even know what to... I didn't clear the wall. I didn't clear the wall because I still need to talk about this right here. Maybe I'll film part 2 some other time, but I'm kind of done thinking about all this stuff. I think I've got my thoughts out enough, and I think I can let these ones go. Things I want to keep thinking about next week is going to be, I'm going to take this down because, I don't want to rip it. Okay. Even if this is a boring part of the video, I'm just going to do what I need to do so that as soon as I'm done filming this, I can, honestly, I want to film this one really quickly, but just so I can be done. Okay, the things I need to add to this video was Caro's cooking, old videos, the truck podcast, and video. I talked a lot about this already, but I do want to talk more about it. Video production teacher. Go back and make sheets for videos. I'll keep thinking about that next week. Go back, make sheets for videos. Video, didn't spell video right. Editing and video production teacher. I already wrote that. Apparently I really wanted to talk about it. And video production teacher. I wonder if Ty would like to be a video production teacher. Probably not. Okay. there's my last week list. At some point, I will... Man, this is freaking exhausting. This is exhausting. The hope was to clear my head, and I guess my head is kind of cleared. I decided I can stop thinking about this stuff. Okay, you know what? I covered this in enough detail to turn this into a video. So what I'm gonna do, this sucks. I hate this stupid tape. It's impossible. I don't want to tape things up on the wall because it's so hard to get them off without wrecking the paper. What if I made a copy? There we go. Turn on my printer. Too sticky, so I put it in my mouth. I know it's probably gross to someone who's watching, but I'm a pretty gross person. Okay. Let's see, what was my order? This is my paper. Kara's cooking, old videos. This is my top to-do. Goes next. It's too many papers to talk about in one video. It's not helpful. This is not helpful. This overwhelmed me, and it was too many things to talk about. YouTube is next, and today is last. 4 freaking sheets of paper, plus another sheet of paper that I wrote a bunch of crap down on, plus a whole nother sheet. That's too many sheets for one video. When you have too many sheets, the video takes for freaking ever, and I don't want to think about so many things at once. I need to pick like one topic. Like this is exhausting. This is exhausting. There's too many things in my brain. I don't like this and I don't want to do it. This is very frustrating and very exhausting. Okay. I don't know where the stapler is. I will staple it later. I was hoping to just staple it while I was in the video so that it would make sense to me later when it is stapled. There's my 3-hole punching. Here is my binder. Now those pages are in this binder. I don't really want to get a separate file for each video, but I also don't want to have more than one paper in a video. Like, that's dumb. I don't like this. I don't want to do that ever again. This says last week. At some point I'll make a video just talking about this stuff. Maybe I'll get some sort of little board that I can put paper up here like this. Maybe. In reading Joe's article, there was one thing that the guy said that I thought was really, really interesting. And he said, come up with 10 ideas. Not all of them are going to be good. Write down what the first step would be if you were to execute on that particular idea. And then he said, throw away your list. And his reason for why you need to throw away your list is because he said, if it's a good idea, you'll think about it again. If it's a good idea, it'll come back to you. You'll think about it again. Which is, I don't know, it's just like, that's super true right now. If it was a good idea, you'll think about it again. And that's what, you know, the truck I'm going to write that at the top of this paper. If it's a good idea, you'll think about it again. That's a good quote. That takes a lot of the pressure off. If it's a good idea, you'll think about it again. Okay. That's the end of this video. I'm going to make a quick short one describing this. The title of this video is Clear the Wall. Alrighty.